which one of those is the, because, as different as those conversations are, they kind of become sort of one builds on the other,
Okay.
this overwhelming aspect is oftentimes their inability to delegate,
Okay.
and your inability to delegate ends up putting more on you as the person. So again, Sonia's perception that she's overwhelmed, maybe because she doesn't know how to delegate properly, and vice versa. So that's a tough one. But I guess I'll give you an answer. The delegating one is going to be your tougher one, in my opinion, because what I see in first time managers is a lot of pride, but also a lot of fear that they've been
Okay.
put into a role and they want success so badly that they're willing to take on more things, and take ownership of so many tasks because they don't trust enough of their team yet to give things out. The
Yeah.
delegation is oftentimes associated, I see, with a lack of trust for team members, or the ability for the project to get done at such a standard that you would feel happy. So what you say is, I'm not going to give that. I'll just take it on myself. And this is a big problem for first time managers,
Yeah.
because then they move themselves into a zone like Sonia and say, well, now I'm overwhelmed. And it's like, well, you didn't trust anybody else to do it. So yeah, now you do have it.
You're touching a very important issue here because typically one of the most common things I see happening over and over again is individual contributors getting promoted to a manager's role just
Oh,
because they were very good in doing what their role was before. And so
mhm.
in the end, what happens is that if they are not properly trained in delegating conversation, they stay at the level of individual contributors, by the way, with the salary of a manager.
you know, Yes, I mean I'm really enjoying talking about this, because this is what the system is sort of designed to do, is saying, not the just like you said, sometimes people get promoted and they're not ready for it, or again, they're promoted based on individual production. And when
Yeah.
we talk about leading a team, this is you're leading others across the finish line, not necessarily getting there yourself. And um, a system like this, a platform that allows you, you don't only have to train first time managers that are in the role. If you see that you have somebody who has the potential of leading others, yet you want to make sure that they're ready to work with others and produce through others, you would put them on a system like this, a part of their transition track. If we want to put leaders on a track that says, I can see that you will eventually lead a team and I want to promote you into a role. Put them in a system like this to get their skill level up to, before you put them into that position. We see that all the time. How many data points have we looked at where first time managers getting into a role don't feel that they've been prepared for that role? And this is a way you prepare them for that role ahead of time. And when you prepare them ahead of time and they're meeting that challenge of being a first time manager, and they're coming to it with more confidence and self-awareness and skills they didn't have before, the amount of time, energy, resources that you save, I mean, turnover, now this person feels more confident in the role. They're less likely to go to another job or, leave that one. I mean, this is all why the system is so valuable.
Yeah. So basically, short answer would be that delegate is so much important, and
Yeah.
that's a key conversation for first-time managers.
Yeah.
Great. I